All right, today we're going to jump into a really simple story that, honestly, holds some surprisingly deep wisdom for our crazy modern lives. It's all about a young boy, a mysterious forest, and the timeless lessons that it has to share. Okay, let's dive right in.
You know, everything kicks off with that one powerful feeling we all know: curiosity. We meet this 12-year-old kid, Jack Hondadosh, who isn't just okay with the world as he sees it. No, he feels that pull, that need to know what's on the other side. And that one simple question, what lies beyond? Well, that's what sparks his entire adventure.
And this is the key part, right? Jack actually does something about it. He doesn't just sit and wonder. He packs a notebook, grabs a pencil, and heads straight into the Whispering Woods. That's it. That's the first big step from just being curious to actually discovering something. So as Jack steps into the woods, he's about to get his first two big lessons. And these are foundational, you know? They're all about how we see the world around us, and just as important, how we get ready for what's coming next. And his first teacher? It's this awesome character, a round, speckled owl. The owl immediately throws a challenge at Jack. It basically says, hey, exploring is one thing, but it only becomes discovering if you're paying attention in the right way.
Wow. I mean, this advice from the owl, it makes such a crucial distinction. It's not just about looking harder. It's about completely changing how you perceive things. It's the difference between just passively noticing stuff and actively, truly seeing it.
So what does that actually mean for us in our daily lives? Well, it means trusting your gut. It means looking for the story behind the facts, not just the surface-level stuff. It's about connecting with people with empathy. And when you do all that, it's like a filter that helps you cut through all the noise and focus on what really, truly matters.
Okay, next up, Jack meets a rusty brown squirrel. And let me tell you, this is a totally different kind of wisdom. This little guy is the complete opposite of that calm, observant owl. He's just a blur of motion, all focus and, honestly, kind of frantic energy.
Jack's like, dude, it's still summer. But the squirrel hits him with this piece of pure practical genius. The time to get ready for a challenge isn't when it's knocking on your door. The time to prepare is now when things are still good. That's what the wise do. They act before they have to.
And this all boils down to one huge idea: proactive preparation. It's all about having foresight. It's the difference between being reactive, always playing catch-up, always stressed out, and being proactive, calmly building up what you're going to need for the future. Okay, so Jack's learned about seeing and preparing. Now his journey kind of shifts gears. The next two lessons aren't so much about action out there in the world, they're about the state of our inner world.
He stumbles into this sunlit clearing, and that's where he meets his third teacher, a gentle deer. And man, the whole mood just changes. The energy isn't watchful like the owl or frantic like the squirrel. It's just calm, present, totally peaceful.
And right here we get this beautiful, almost paradoxical idea. In our culture that is just obsessed with hustle, with constant motion, the deer offers this radical alternative. Sometimes, the best way to make progress is to just stop completely. Now, let's be clear, this is not about being lazy. No way. This is a strategic pause. Being still lets all that mental dust settle so you can finally see clearly. It's where you gain perspective, and get this, you create space for new ideas and solutions to actually find you, instead of you desperately chasing them down.
So the day is winding down, and then bam! The final teacher shows up, and it's a total curveball. A playful fox just leaps out, completely changing the energy one last time, and it's here to remind Jack of something fundamental he might have forgotten. I mean, how great is this advice? It's so direct, so joyful. The fox basically points out that with all our serious planning and deep observing, we so often forget the most essential ingredient of all: play. It's not a luxury, people. It's a necessity.
And when you put these two side by side, the deer and the fox, you see this perfect balance we all need. The deer's stillness is all about going inward, reflecting, being patient. The fox's play is about expressing ourselves outward, being joyful and spontaneous. You need both. They're not opposites, they're partners for a full life.
So the stars start to pop out and Jack heads home. But here's the thing, he's not the same kid who walked into those woods that morning. He's carrying all this wisdom with him, and now he's got to figure out how to weave it into his everyday life.
I absolutely love this detail. His house hasn't physically changed, of course, but his perception of it has. The journey out into the unknown has made the familiar feel different. It's more meaningful, warmer, more cherished. His inner world has totally reshaped his outer one.
So let's recap the whole thing. What did Jack actually write down in that notebook? It's a powerful framework, really. See with depth and empathy, prepare with foresight, find strength in quiet moments, and always, always, always make time for joy and play.
And that's the whole point, isn't it? This isn't just a cute story about a boy in a forest. These 4 lessons are a practical, powerful toolkit for every single one of us as we try to navigate the complexity, the whispering woods of our own lives.
So, I'll leave you with this to think about. Jack found all this wisdom simply by listening to the world around him. So, the question for you is, what's your whispering woods? What's that place or project or challenge in your life that's trying to share its secrets with you if you just take a moment to listen?